Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now, I want to let you know that when I'm doing the reading for Monday through Thursday, I do use my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards and my Guardian Angel decks. I will also pull one from the Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies, Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo. I will also from Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, if you are new to my channel or if you are cross-watching, just remember to go, right down there is the description, is the timestamp, and that can get you to the regular readings, okay? I tag this introduction on all the readings. Now, what I'm going to be doing for the introductions is I'm going to use my Rider, whichever I'm using today, Traditional Tarot, and my Osha Zen Tarot cards. All the cards, I have prayed, I have meditated, I have infused the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just to deliver the message, and hopefully, well, I do know it gets delivered, but it gets delivered to the right address. So let's see what we've got going on. Now, if ever you want to look at my listing and what I do, you can go to my website, www.Divine Destiny with Debbie. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I'm trying to do a little bit better. Also Twitter. I'm trying to do a little bit better with those postings, but you might want to take a look. And I try to post on the community page too. So we have on the 12th of December, we have the Sun, which is in Sagittarius right now, sextiling Saturn, which is Aquarius, at the 20. Now remember, 2s are crossroads choices. 0 is God's source energy. Sextiling is actually a good energy. It's not a real strong one, but it is a positive one. It's kind of like, hey, you want to go out tonight? Sure, what time? I don't care. Just come on over. So it's a good energy. It's not a strong energy per se, but it's not a bad energy. It's not an opposing energy. None of the energies are really bad, but it's not something to really get it moving and really get it up in arms, okay? So the Sun, Sagittarius, all about adventure, all about fire energy, working to, try to make things a different way. It's an interesting, Sagittarius has an interesting look on life. And then we have Aquarius, which is our air energy, which is also, which is about, thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans. We have Saturn. Saturn is has some rules and regulations, has some structure to it. Saturn in Aquarius is where I'm always telling you about illusion versus reality, seeing things. So something about this Sun, something about this adventurous energy is kind of pushing Saturn maybe a little out of its comfort zone while it's in Aquarius. Not necessarily strongly, and it's not forcing Saturn, but it is kind of like saying, come on, get moving a little bit. It's giving it some encouragement. Then we have on the 13th, we have Sagittarius again. Now it is squaring Neptune in Pisces. Now Neptune's been in Pisces for a while. It will be in Pisces for a while. Neptune in Pisces, Neptune the deep, Neptune, the hidden, Pisces the spiritual, Pisces, water energy, flowing, very, very continuity in many ways, very spiritual in many ways. So Sagittarius is kind of pushing Neptune a little bit out of its comfort zone while it was helping Saturn and pushing it out of its comfort zone in a gentle way. It's doing this more with Neptune right now. It's really pushing. It's kind of saying, you've got to do something. You've got to give up your secrets, Neptune. Give up your secrets. So we've got that going on. That's at 22 degrees. Again, 2, choices, decisions. Interesting stuff. The 17th has an interesting energy, even though we're not there. Mercury is 15 degrees, Capricorn. trining with Uranus, which is retrograde, of course, in Taurus. So we've got the two Earth energies, Capricorn and Taurus, Earth, money, job, career, okay? You know, your home energy. So these two are coming, they're buddying up with each other. Trining is kind of a stronger connection. So there is that. Mercury is about communication and electronics. Mercury towards the end of December goes retrograde. So right now this is entering into that shadow. It's like 1 or 2 days into the shadow of retrograde. So there is a little bit of it's slowing down. There is a little bit of discovery here. So I am feeling like there is some discovery here. So communications, and Uranus is always about expect the unexpected. But in this case, they're working together. They're working together. So interesting. The 20th, we have Jupiter re-entering Aries. So it's an interesting time, interesting transitional energies. Nothing looks, on the paperwork, it doesn't look necessarily that strong, but we have to remember, we still have all those planets out there, that are now going direct, except for Mars and Uranus. So there is a little bit of a focus right now, even though we don't have a bunch of stuff, in the skies. There is things still going on in the heavens, and we were told to look to the heavens. So let's see what we have going on. Did I say this? I think I did. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, and like I said, my job is just to get it to the message where it needs to go, or just to deliver the message, and I know somebody will be picking it up. So let's see what we've got going here. Higher power, what do you want to say for the world in general? Just the world in general, just the universe for this weekend. I'm sorry, not weekend, this week, the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. What do we have for this? What do we have? Here we go. We'll cut it in 3. What do you want people to know, people to be aware of? 1, 2, and 3. I'm still getting used to doing the screen this way. I hope that you're liking it. I think you can see the cards that much better. Okay, anything reversed will be a little stronger. So let's see what we've got here. Busy, 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 busy. So this is the 8 of Rods. Numbers have meaning. 8 has a lot of potential for opportunity, unlimited potential, unlimited opportunity. There's things happening around you. Rod energy, again, is that Sagittarius. It is that Aries. And remember, Jupiter will be going into Aries just on that 20th, so just right around the corner now. It is also Leo energy. Again, fiery. It is very passionate, very consuming, very, just like, I want what I want, what I want. The 8 of Rods, 8 of Wands is 8 of Fire, is considered a very busy, busy energy, busy cards. People don't know, are you coming, are you going? Things are happening, things are swirling. And it's just, make sure you take a breath. This is a week where you want to make sure you take a breath. You want to make sure that you connect with higher power. You want to make sure that maybe you meditate, because the energies are swirling around, and they're just keep, like I said, you don't know, am I coming, am I going? So next card is, now we have the 7 of Pentacles. So Pentacles is that earth energy I was talking about, Capricorn, Taurus, but it's also Virgo. Money, job, career, your home life. 7 is that divine umbrella, divine intervention. Sometimes it's called divine interference. It's that, disruption of your plans, but then you realize, oh, it worked out even better for me. So that's what the 7 is all about. This is a card that says basically, this person's got the money, he's got his money, his crops, he's done what he has to do, he is totally ready for his next step. Maybe he has to do a little bit of a cleanup, maybe he has to just kind of put the finishing touches on things, but he is ready. So kind of like, if you're having guests over, maybe for the weekend, you've got the house, straight, you've done your deep cleaning, you've got the house very organized, and then just before the guests come, you might have to do a final sweep. But So that's kind of that energy. It's like, okay, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready, we're ready. Okay, maybe one more final sweep, and now I totally am ready. Now, the other thing about this card, it tells you to have a little patience, because even though things are going around you, very, very fire energy, you might be ready, but it's not quite, or the people might be ready, but it's not quite transitioned over just yet. Okay, next card is, oh, and I love this card so much, she says sarcastically. We have a 5. 5 is change energy, positive, negative energy. This is the Hierophant. This is rules, regulations. This is law. This is, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it is law that is legal law. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It's the restrictions. It's, the business of government, the business of religion. It is the restrictions of government. It's the restrictions of religion. This is the kind that's like I said, there's a little bit of let's break out. Let's leave this crowd. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. Either way, let's just not necessarily be around this Hierophant. It just, again, very rules and regulations with this. Very tight control. I'm getting, so whatever's going on with this, things are happening in a faster pace. You have to stand ready, even though you might have to do a little, neat, like I said, you've gotten everything ready, the party, everything is ready. You're just you might have to do a little bit of a cleanup. You might have to do a little bit more preparation, but it's very nominal. But then we have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant, like I said, rules, regulations. This is the card that I'm always saying I would rather go, I don't like the Hierophant. I feel a lot of restriction with the Hierophant, and it's not one that I enjoy. But it generally tells me when, sometimes it's going, might be about disciplining. It might be about disciplining yourself. It might be about being under a discipline. It's just not necessarily a card that I enjoy. And if you've been following me, you know that I have been saying that. So I go poo on the Hierophant. Anyway, let's see what we've got with the Osho Zen Tarot cards. So we talked about fire energy. We talked about earth energy. We have air energy, which is our sword energy, and that is our Aquarius, our Gemini, and it's our Libra. Remember, Aquarius has Saturn going direct, and Gemini has Mars going retrograde, and it's been there for a while. And we just had that Mars full moon, and also too, and I didn't really realize this, but on the 7th, 8th, when we had the full moon, Mars actually was eclipsed. So the moon, if you were looking up there and you see little Mars, kind of, I think it was to the right, the moon came between Mars, or it appeared like it came between Mars and the Earth. I think it was like that for a half hour. Also on the 4th, I think the moon did the same thing with Uranus. So there are some strange energies around that full moon, and it is carrying us through. So I talked about that. Now, I did not talk about Cups, which is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Well, Pisces, we know Neptune and Pisces, retrograde, right? Retrograde. Neptune, Pisces, well, Pisces, Scorpio. Pisces is Scorpio, and Cancer, fluid, emotional, spiritual, very spiritual energy. So if we see those in any of the readings, I try not to go too deep into that then. Here we go. Let's see. Higher power, and again, I open myself higher power, Holy Spirit, God, whatever you want to call, I call it God. And so let's see. Source, what do you have? What else? What can you add to this? Busy, prepared, I don't know. Restriction, rules, regulations. Here we go. And these are man-made. They're not of God. They're not of source. They're not of nature. Okay, so just be aware of that. They are man-made. They are not They are not they're not binding in the universe. Okay, here we go. Clinging to the past. So we have a 5 energy here again. Now, I do not know, I don't believe that this may be actually the Hierophant. I have to go through my cards a little bit more to see, but this might not be. But this is a 5. This is, not letting go. This is wanting things to be as they used to be. So there is something going on next week, I don't know, or I should say the week of the 12th, but it's about clinging to the past, not letting go, not opening up, not looking to the future. So very interesting with that one. Okay, so I don't know, 5 connects with this 5. Yeah, maybe this is what, they want to, we're always evolving. We're always changing. We are always moving forward. And there are energies that don't want that. So we will see what we will see. Okay? Okay, so interesting energies for us. Now, do me that favor, and again, I know I have to say this because sometimes it slips our mind. So please, please, please do the like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. It's amazing when you do that. It's amazing how that helps the videos, what I do, my little project here, if we want to call it that. It helps us to be seen, or us, me, God, source, to be seen. So thank you very much, and why don't we start our videos now? Hello, my Leos, and how are you doing? Well, this week, you might feel a little bit on the sensitive side, just want to let you know. But so I'm kind of feeling like you need to put that aside because Leos, your energy is very, very needed. You are very needed. It's kind of like you can't allow it's like you need to be kind of what I would call a delayed reactor. You're pulled onto the scene. You have to make some decisions. You have to think quickly. And then maybe later on in the day, maybe later on in the week, then you're able to feel the feelings that you need, that you were supposed to be feeling. Does that make sense? And then what happens is then when that happens, people are like, well, why are you so upset? You should have been upset when all of this other stuff was happening. No, I had to handle stuff. That's your reply. Anyway. It is also a time that I think you're going to need to, while everything's going on, you're going to need to take some time to really look at the situation, really look at what it is that is going on, and then once you figure that out, start moving on it, okay? Anyway, higher power. What else? What else do you have for our Leos? What do you have for our Leos? What do we have? What do we have for our Leos? Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. This one is reversed. Let's see what we've got going here. Okay, first card is the 8 of Michael. So 8 of Michael. 8 is unlimited opportunities, possibilities. Michael is our sword energy. It is our Aquarius, it is our Gemini and Libra. Remember, Aquarius and Gemini have some very strong planetary movement there. It's thinking things through, making your plans again. The 8 of Michael is this feeling of like you're in a coat too small, or even kind of that straitjacket energy. It's kind of like you're being commanded to do something that you're not necessarily wanting to even do. The 8 of Michael is also about breaking free and breaking out of that situation. So whatever the situation is, remember I'm saying you might feel very sensitive. You might have a lot of feels during this week. You've got to kind of put that aside, and you've got to get down to business and do what you need to do to move forward with it. So the 8 of Michael talks about you can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation. Not seeing things clearly. Now, with this, there could also be maybe you need to make a plan. Maybe you need to have a talk. But again, or maybe you just have to take some action. Remember, we've got the 8 of rods as a universal energy that was in the introduction, and that's coming and going. So something this week is making you feel restricted. Something's making you feel a little bit overly sensitive. You have to put that aside, and you have to still then, make some plans. You have to move past that. I do feel that there's a lot of people, well, maybe there's even only just one, but I feel like there's people that's kind of like looking to you to help them. And maybe that's even what makes you feel, feel that, well, I've got to do this. I have to do this. I'm trapped. It does, but you don't have to be trapped. You can break free. Next card, reversed, strong stuff. That's how I look at it. There's a change coming. There is a change coming. And again, it may be a spiritual change. It may be a physical change, but it's all of a sudden something ends and something to begin. Now, we have that 13, December 13th. 13th okay, well, let's go back to this. We have the 1, new beginnings, new opportunities. 3 is celebration, creativity. It is also the power of 3. Add it together, it becomes a 4, stability, organization, leadership. The 13th in itself, because this is what is considered the death card. And it's not as scary as it sounds. It is a change. It is a revelation. It is a movement. It is it's movement. We're leaving something behind. We're moving into something else. We may not necessarily know what it is, but it's got to be better than what this was all about. So this is that card. This is like, a woman, and again, best example is a woman goes through, she goes through her pregnancy, 9 months, and at the end is labor, but that's still not quite the end. She goes through labor, and then she goes to birth, and births something new. So Archangel Azrael, he's supposed to be the angel of death who helps to transition. So there's major transitioning energy here for you. Again, it is something very positive. It doesn't necessarily always feel that way. But whenever I see this card for me, I know something's changing, and that's going to be good. Okay, especially next to this. Because this is saying, I'm done with how this is. I need a change. And then this is the change. Release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Love that. Love that card. Next card is, here we are, 2 of Gabriel. 2 of Gabriel. So we have a 2, crossroads, choices, decisions coming together. Gabriel, again, is your energy, fire. It is Aries and Leo. Well, it's Aries and Sagittarius. This came up in Aries or Sagittarius. I can't remember right now what. I think it was Sagittarius. So if you have any Sagittarius in your natal chart, you might want to cross-watch that one. But this is, I'm feeling stuck. There's a big old change coming. And now it's up to you to be bold. And now it's up to you to seize the day. Now it's up to you to go strongly into your next step. Okay? So this talks about make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So you need to make sure you have people around you that are supportive of you, not just you, but also of your path. Okay? Okay. So let's see what we've got. But there's a change. There's a change coming that's going to bring you, and I love this, that's going to bring you into a better place. It's going to give you peace. And you're going to be like I said, you're going to be at peace with whatever this change is happening. Okay? And it opens, it allows you to just, like, what do you want to do now? What do you want to do, my Leos? Okay, guardian angels. Guardian angels for this week, the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Okay, we've got cards, and if they fall out, they need to be seen. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of cards. Oh my gosh. So, oopsie, as I go and crash my table down here. Okay, let's see what we've got going here. We're just going to read these out loud. I'll try not to talk too much about it. The Guardian of Abundance. Okay? This is the Guardian of Abundance, who is the King of Earth. the King of Earth. This is a time of great success. There we go. This is a time of great success for you. All your plans are blessed and will move forward perfectly. Unexpected job opportunities arise in the near future. Make time to accept them. This card indicates that someone with an amazing career is involved in the situation. This is a powerful person with great integrity who enjoys hard work. This person could be you. Okay? King of Earth. Underlying energy is air energy. Fair decisions. So now we have that 8. 8 is fair decisions. Remember, this is also about strength. 8 is unlimited opportunity. This is major arcana. Your angels are aware that you have concerns, but be assured there's nothing to worry about. Stand your ground and know that heaven is shining its divine light upon the situation and all is being revealed. Take the time to review all the details thoroughly. Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved. Okay, messenger of action. And let's see, and this one's also reversed, so let's turn this around. Messenger of action. Action is your energy. Messenger is the page. Underlying energy is our earth energy, but it's your energy is on top of that. Something new and exciting related to creativity creativity or your career comes to your attention. You feel an eagerness to learn and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel insecure, do it anyway. This card represents someone in your life, or maybe you, who is creative, enthusiastic, and fascinated by life, and who wants to try everything. So something's changing. You might feel like there's a change. There's a big change here this week. Okay, and our last card is the Helper of Action. This is, I know that we got 2 cards here, but the Helper of Action, this is the Knight of Fire. This is fire, fire. You're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time, so get busy, follow your instincts, and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. Oh my gosh. Whew. So then these are 2 other cards that felt, and if they come out, we got to talk about it. That's how higher power and the cards work. Okay, this one is not reversed. A happy change. I'm glad we looked at this one. This is a 10. So, 8 unlimited opportunities. This is a 10 transitional energy. Something happening. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Your angels have heard your prayers and have bonded together to create real and joyful changes in your life. Events begin to move forward and great progress will now be possible. You may need to make some rapid decisions due to the suddenness of activity. Be confident and trust the guidance you receive. And this, our last card, whoa, is reversed. Guardian of Emotion. So this is the King of Cups, the King of Water. Again, King, underlying energy is that air. Situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. You're surrounded by those who have only the best of intentions, so you can rely on the advice you're given. Challenges will be resolved. This card also indicates a generous humanitarian and refined person whom you can completely depend on. This could be a reference to those characteristics within yourself. Oh my goodness. So this has a lot of karmic energy to it right now. So this could be karma, seeing all that you have done. You have a lot of court cards here. So this is taking things to a higher level. And of course, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Things have to move forward for you. You cannot stay stuck where you're at. Okay? Whoa. I think I need a nap after that one. Okay, let's see what we've got. Inspirational words, inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies. Let's see what we've got going here. One more shuffle. What do you have for our Leos? That was a mouthful there. That was a mouthful. But I love how this actually does validate this. Here we go. And what do we have for our Leos now? Garden fairies. Oh, I love this. The spirits are all around you, so allow yourself to grow in full, knowing you are beloved. So the spirits are all around you this week, my Leos. Isn't that lovely? So, okay, let's go on here. Okay, higher power. What would be a good crystal for my Leos? What would be a good crystal for my Leos? What would be a good crystal for us, for Leos? Here we go. Blue kyanite, connecting with animals, telepathic abilities, finding your true path, and finding clarity. Okay. So my Leos, that was a little bit wordier than I usually. I know I can be wordy, but that was wordier. Anyway, let me know. Let me know what this is all about. I do believe that the guardian angels really supported and validated that change. The change is here. Let me know what you think. Anyway, take that time to like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications. It makes a world of difference when you do that, so thank you. As always, though, my Leos, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.